everybody. How y'all doing out there? We're having like a pub chat hangout. We don't have a pub chat intro anymore because we haven't done this in a little bit. But yeah, it's a pub chat night. We're just doing whatever, hanging out and having some fun. Starsky's show is tomorrow, an hour earlier than normal, and we got Rick the Ukrainian joining, so it'll be really cool. And so far, we've got Dunks here. Hey, buddy.
Hey! Welcome to the the 4.2 show. It's not quite the 42 show, so it's 4.2. 4.2.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good call. And Commander 401's in. Hey, Commander, how's it going?
How you doing, everybody? Good evening.
Yeah, cool. All right. And I don't know, who wants to start where with what? I know I could go on about like the loss of ownership in the world and right to repair and stuff all day. I'm in one of those moods. So I am consuming copious amounts of reefer to get myself a little happier. I'll get there soon.
And I can retch about YouTube and if I had actually used a song that was, copyrighted not copyrighted, but to the point where the owner actually didn't allow it, it seemingly didn't detect that there was copyrighted material, and it didn't detect it for 20 minutes. So it would have been a strike had the owner not actually wound up allowing it. So be very, very careful when you use copyright music, even if other people have used it.
And there's a big lesson in that for anybody putting out content and whatnot. The every time they change the rules and tighten things up, it takes a long time for the YouTube crawler bots to go through old videos and find situations where you've fallen foul. But the new ones instantly get called on it. So you can find things that were up before and go, oh, well, they got away with it, so can I. Yeah, maybe not. The rules change a lot. It's to the point now, especially with music, you've pretty much got to never do anything from another YouTuber that's used it, especially if it says like copyright free, no royalty, blah, blah. That's almost always a scam. They will just sign it to rights company a year later, and then they'll put a thing in the description that says, oh, if you got caught on a copyright violation, go over to Patreon and become one of my Patreon members, and then I'll put your channel on the okay list. Like, that's a scam.
Yeah, just invest in a ukulele and just record your own music. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but you know what the fun thing about this was? The Fallout theme music. Because there was so much else going on, YouTube hasn't detected that as an issue yet. But some obscure about 40 seconds of a Hell and Back wound up getting pinged. So there's like YouTube is actually falling down on its job of being able to detect copyright music, but yet,
Yeah, but
weird.
then there's the whole thing with rights. Like if somebody has the rights to the song and they only gave the rights to the like Nintendo or whoever for the video game, but they don't have performance rights, then they have to stop us from using it. And it's all ridiculous, right?
Well, when you read the terms of service, when you start Fallout, they allow you to use the music for streaming, and they don't even take any money because they want you to promote their product.
Right. But if you use the music without the video game, that's not what they mean, though, right? That's different.
I'll have to check that, and if so, I'll pull it.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, that's just how I understand music law as somebody who lived it for a bunch of years, right? They're very specific on rights when it comes to music, where things can be and not be and stuff. Very, very specific. So if you take the music and you're playing the game, they're fine with it. As soon as you use the music without the game, they're like, no. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, it's total bullshit, but because I mean, it's not going to hurt them in any way. But that's how greedy these people can be these days. It's that crazy. So, what are you going to do, right?
Maybe I'll get away with it because I'm still promoting their product right here.
Yeah. So, Dunk, what's pissing you off?
Oh, you know what? The threat of nuclear war. Hooray!
Right.
Oh,
Write a
always.
song about it. Oh, it's been done.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just went down a rabbit hole of watching all those old like films and documentaries about the end of the civilization as we know it, and it's great to cheer you up.
And I feel fine.
and you start sitting in the room thinking, well, Heathrow's only like 10 kilometers away from me. What would happen, because they'd obviously take that out because it's a tactical place, and would just open the windows and doors, let the blast through, because it would just be a bit of a blast, and then
just breathe it in. Call for a glass of wine.
Yeah. I just, terrible. Yeah, no, it's got this great news of, there's like a military buildup on the borders of Poland, and Turkey are now going to start military escorting ships to Ukraine. All this stuff that's just going on, and you just think, oh God, where's this going to go?
All that, and I'm still concerned about the baggage retrieval system at Heathrow.
Yeah.
Monty Python reference night. We'll retitle it after.
Yes.
Is the killer rabbit in the chat?
Yeah. I my son loves the fact that the killer rabbit actually shows up to my streams. It's amazing.
It's a ferocious bunny.
Well, my son has a white rabbit, so we can play that scene out. Like, I throw the rabbit at him, he catches it, puts it to his throat, falls on the ground. It's hilarious. And I mean, come on, take your pick. Do you want to sit down and play Barney, or do you want to play Monty Python? I win. That's it.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yeah, that thing everybody tried hunting in the 90s? Yeah.
It was like, I love you, you love me. Oh my God, why do you want to kill me?
Yeah, don't make me relive it, because I got around that. I didn't have to deal with that at all. I raised my son on like Cheap Trick and Super Tramp and stuff. I couldn't sing that crap. Oh, Leisure Suit Larry, Ugly German Truth. What a great call. You know what? We should start doing like some kind of pub chat game night. We're in the background. We're playing one of those old LucasArts point and click adventure games, like Leisure Suit Larry, or what's his name? That really old guy with the hat. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Temple of the
Atlantis. Yes, and the walking stick of doom.
I like KOTOR because you could actually play it on a laptop, and it was more or less like picking different moves and trying to. It wasn't exactly like something you had to have full control over. You could just click on things.
Yeah. Oh, another one would be that one. What was the game? When you're having the sword fights, you do it through picking the right insult. What was that amazing game? Guybrush. I know the song, damn it. Monkey Island. That's it, Rick. Thank you, Rick Sanchez. Yeah. I actually had a Roland MT32 back in the day, so I had the ultimate sound generating thing for games like that. Holy, did it sound amazing. It was awesome. It wasn't mine, though. It was the neighbor's, and I borrowed it for like a week and had it for 3 months, and then he gave my dad shit, and I had to give it back.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, Monkey Island and, Leisure Suit Larry in a few of those games. We can have some fun doing that. That might be a good idea.
Now, a video came with my recommendations yesterday, and I'm not too sure if it was a joke or not. It was a game it was like a 30-second video for a game for the Sinclair Spectrum called as a lawnmower simulator, and it was just basically like this on the bottom of the screen. You just basically have this big lawn, and you have a big green lawn, and at the bottom of the screen, just scrolling along, was a little guy with a lawnmower, just eight pixels high.
Yeah.
And then it went on to the next line and the next line. What was the game? Was this real?
I've seen that demonstrated by a classic YouTube retro guy or whatever for the Commodore VIC-20, and I was just literally jaw dropped. Who would do this to their child? You know,
What were you supposed to do?
I don't know.
You just hold the cursor key down as you scroll along the screen, cutting the grass.
I think you're supposed to say, "Look, Dad, do I get my allowance now?"
That sounds like the most boring game I could ever think of.
Coming up, the sequel is Taking the Trash Out.
Yeah. Followed up by the trilogy stopping epic end to it all, Doing the Dishes. I mean, come on, you know.
No, that sounds like fun.
The only time doing the dishes is fun is when you have a dishwasher to put them in.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean the task. I meant the game, you know.
Yeah. Oh, NA super chat there for I don't have the echo thing. You do a deep voice dunk and do the Iron Maiden thing for the number.
It's 4:20 somewhere, Dick.
Yeah, and you didn't do the Iron Maiden thing. The super chat. Its number is 666. I mean, you know. Anyway.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Come on, finish the job, dude.
Oh. From NA for $666. Yeah.
My little buttony toy that has all that stupid shit on it showed up as a dud, and I'm waiting for the replacement to come. But Dunk has his toys. Damn it. Hey, I can do that too. Never mind.
66 cents.
Yeah. There. See? There we go. Awesome. I like it. Thanks, NA. Good one. It's funny too. There was a super chat from Wayne the Scene, and he's in the chat right now too. At the end of the last show, to be spent on hypersexualized beaver carving. Remember that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It's spent.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'd show you, but I'd have to clean it up first.
Do you know how long it took to catch that beaver? Let alone carve it.
Yeah, they're rare in the UK, don't you know?
But you have to break into a zoo.
No, they just released a couple in the UK to try to deal with some ecological thingies and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, what was the ecological thingies they were trying to sort out with beavers? What the beavers going to do? They're going to go, well, fuck it. I'm going to buy a Lamborghini and fuck off. You know?
Yeah. Well, truth be told, beavers do like their Aston Martins, so the UK is a great place to live. You know?
Yeah, we got an Aston Martin dealership just down the road from me.
Wow, there must be a lot of really sad people hanging around waiting for their cars to be fixed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they switched to Mercedes drivetrains now, and that's not really a fix in this day and age. Might as well have gone to Audi.
Mercedes, it used to be like the German Rolls Royce, a real sign of quality.
Yeah.
Not anymore. They're just junk.
Yeah. It was the 2000-ish model year of the SLs when they went from those beautiful ones, to the newer one that was more rounded. And the quality of that car was way lower, and they've just never really truly fixed it. It's not as bad as BMW with like the Vanos systems dying in the engine. Like seriously, if you're thinking about buying a newer BMW, you fucking sell that thing as soon as the warranty runs out, or you're going to regret it. Let me tell you.
Yeah. No good. Cars are shit these days.
Yeah. Like the BMW's total cooling system is all made of plastic now and whatnot. That'll be $120,000, please. What? Come on.
Do you think you could name a decent modern car? He's thinking.
Yeah, Toyota. That's. I mean, even Toyota has issues. So do Honda. But all in, I would say Toyota, more than any other car maker, have the least amount of issues and are still the most reliable. I mean, these days, when it comes to the Volkswagen group with Audi and Volkswagen and whatnot, they got horrible issues. BMW, terrible issues. Chevy and Ford. I mean, Ford's three valve 5.3 or 4 liter Triton V8 engine basically just self destructs at 80,000 miles. I mean, there's just so much junk out there now.
I'm assuming you're sub to Scotty Kilmer.
No, that guy drives me crazy. I can't.
He does drive me crazy as well. I'm sub to him, but I never watch his looking videos because they're always clickbait. But yeah, he's a big Toyota fan. He loves them.
Yeah, most mechanics do though, because they're usually decently easy to work on. They're not overly expensive for parts, and you don't have complainy customers, and they usually last as long as you just do the basic maintenance. Yeah. It's just true, right? You know,
very true.
Yeah. My neighbor actually today, she knocked on my door and she was like, "Can you drive my car and tell me like if the transmission feels strange and if there's like something wrong in the front end?" So I took the car for a drive and I came back and I was like, you know, it shifts a tiny bit more rough than normal, but it's a 160,000 kilometer car. I would say that's fine. There's no problem. And I did some hard, quick turns and like total lock to lock steering and stuff, and there was nothing in the CV joints or anything to, you know, tell me that there was an issue. We went over a couple of speed bumps and there was no like rock and rattle from struts or coilovers or whatever. I was like, your car's fine.
Yeah.
And she
your car's fine. It's a bit noisy at 6,000 RPM third, but
yeah, on the heel and toe downshift into second, you know, but you know, but she had the dealership about to have her go in again, and this is like a 2004 Subaru, not exactly new, and they were about to do a second transmission flush, even though before this is how it went. She bought the car, she went to one of those, you know, oil change places. And they told her that the transmission fluid was all red and fine, looked great, yada, yada. They did the oil change. 6 months later, this dealership is telling her the transmission fluid is black, and they'll do a couple of flushes of the transmission fluid to try to save the transmission for her. I'm like, it's fine. I think they were trying to totally pull the wool over her eyes. They said there was something wrong at the front of the car. There was something wrong at the back of the car. I got under quicked and I checked the ball joints and whatnot and the tie rod ends and shit. It's all fine.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, just don't go back. Tell them you're fine and put your money back in your wallet.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. It was just like one of those stories you hear where they're trying to take advantage of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. They told her that they couldn't properly flush the transmission fluid in that transmission without removing it. And so
brilliant.
I Googled it and I found the instructions right from the service manual on how to flush the transmission.
Let me guess. You just flush it without taking it off.
Of course. You don't have to take a transmission out. It's ridiculous.
And if anyone designed a car that way, they should be shot.
Yeah, you know, come on. You know, it's not a Ferrari. You don't have to do an engine out to change a belt, right? You know, but anyway, I could go on and on because I really know cars. So, you know, we'll move on to the next topic.
Go on. We got an hour or so. What is the next?
I had to cough there. Yeah.
What is the next topic then?
I don't know.
No, back to cars then.
Yeah.
Cars or computers? What do you want?
How about this? Okay, well, we could do this both ways. So if there was one specific car in the world, no matter how rare or whatever it is, that you could have if you had unlimited funds to buy one car and one car only, what would it be?
A brand new version of the Toyota Land Cruiser that I already own. That's what I would want. I would just want a brand new version of that, brand spanking new, but exactly the same as the car I've got. I'd be happy with that because it's one of the best ones they ever built.
Yeah. Let's see. For myself, That's a really tough question because I mean, I would probably be tempted to put like a Lamborghini Countach on the list, except I would only barely fit in the thing and normally hurt my spine trying to drive it. Same with like a Lamborghini Miura, right? So I would have to be a little bit more realistic.
Well, you could just ask them to make it a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, taller. I mean,
Yeah.
I need, you know.
Yeah. Well, you did say price wasn't, an issue. So just get a special conversion.
Yeah, but then that means that you've spent $500,000 for a car that's no longer worth $500,000 because you just fucked with it, right? You can't do that. You know, that's like getting yourself the Mona Lisa and going, what would this bitch look like with a mustache?
Yeah. Oh, we've all done that.
Or clown nose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, surely you could just get like a dome on the top where the sunroof would be, and you could just stick your head through that.
Yeah, but then every time you like pull over to get gas, people wonder why there's that line of dead bugs on your forehead. Right?
Yeah, and that's before you got in the car.
Yeah. There's some good responses to all this shit in the chat. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a few really cool cars that I like. Honestly, though, if I could have one vehicle at any price, no matter what, and just call it mine, I might choose the Rambo Lambo, the LM002, that SUV Lamborghini that has the Countach V12 in the front. That thing is just ridiculous. Who doesn't want to drive that to the store to get milk? Come on.
I got a question, Dick. If there was any car under 35,000 miles that was either a full-size sedan or a small SUV, which one do you think would be the best?
Under 35 grand. I would probably be looking at a used Lexus RX midsize SUV. Those things are just unbelievable. They're beauty luxury inside, if a little tame, but they're really nice. And they're Toyotas, they're Lexuses. You're going to get your money's worth.
It's a Land Cruiser, basically.
Yeah, kind of, right? It's just a little bit more luxo,
Yeah,
but yeah,
they are nice.
Yeah, that's where I would go.
I asked because I'm going to be looking at cars.
Yeah. If it's
someone says in the chat, Range Rover next under 35,000 miles. You'd be lucky if you get a Range Rover to do 35,000 miles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look even if you're a car person, look at poor Doug DeMuro. He's had a couple of Land Rover, Range Rover products and whatnot, and not one of them goes anywhere without issues. I mean, I agree. I like the original Disco, but it has the Land Rover classic ladder chassis underneath it, right? I mean, they're a joke. And the original Land Rover Classic and the design, and they're so beautiful, but they're just not a vehicle you can own out of warranty.
Yeah. No, the original Land Rover, where you just nail on any accessory you want.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah. They're crude, but awesome, Yeah. Okay, so Royal Castriatus, $10 super chat there. Here's my $10. It'll get you a Yugo. Enough for a Yugo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a Hot Wheels car?
Yeah, no, but a Yugo, if you could find one still driving right now, it would be really rare. So probably worth about $10. Yeah. I mean, if you leave one out in the rain, you're not sure if you're going to have a car afterwards or a pile of rust. They're like a Lancia Beta Coupe, right?
What was the car that was made out of cardboard? Russian one.
Yeah, well, it's not really cardboard. It's called that Duraplast, but that's the Trabant. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. The Trabant.
Yeah. The all the mechanicals rust out and die and everything, and it's useless. And the body shell just sits there looking lovely, and they just litter the landscape. They're everywhere, man. You can't get rid of that shit. It's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, those are funny stories. There's a lot of funny stories about strange cars in the world. Like, what the fuck was all that three-wheeler car shit? The Reliant Robin dunk. Who in who in their right mind goes, yeah, that's I remember when I first heard about it and people were saying, oh well, you could drive a Reliant Robin on a motorcycle license instead of getting a car license. What does that save you in comparison to death?
Yeah, or embarrassment, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, hang on. I'm not even too sure which one it is, but the Reliant Robin, as you call it, isn't actually the Reliant Robin. Is something else. But there was they did
there was
have
the
this
scimitar.
yeah, but they did.
That's
have
the
this,
one, Princess Anne had one.
they did have these really weird disability cars that were very, very popular. They always came in like a weird sky blue color, and they were a little bubble thing, but they were weird as fuck.
Yeah,
like a 20cc engine in it or whatever. But yeah, incredible cars. But
yeah.
People collect them. You know why?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. The Messerschmitt one, it just has that dome glass top. So anywhere you go, if it's sunny out, you get to fry eggs on your own head. Why would you do that?
Well, that Messerschmitt does have a certain kind of cool factor about it. Certainly,
I
not
thought you were going to
heating.
say lunacy.
Yeah. Well, I was not going to say cooling as is cool as in cooling, but yeah, it was quite an interesting car.
Yeah, it had a yokish steering wheel and everything.
Yeah.
They are cool. I remember Wheeler Dealers, they got to rebuild one, and poor Ed China broke the expensive top they bought for it, and they had to buy another.
Tony Regime came in and says it was the Thundersley Invacar. That was it, the Invacar. Yeah, for disabled people. It was very, very cheap. Looked it.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
We're going to be heading back that way as well. So
yeah. Well, here's a good comment. Wizard of Oz. Ooze. Allegedly, the current model of car production and ownership is unsustainable. A subscription version will replace it once self-drive happens. What would be required for public acceptance? Well, two things in my mind. Number one, the top end wealthy people of the world that can afford what they want just aren't playing. Simple as that. Never going to happen. They'll have their own. But for everybody else, you've got to be comfortable with the fact that you're going to pay a monthly fee. And when you need a car, it just shows up and picks you up and takes you where you need to go, and away you go. I don't see that as a bad thing as long as it's fairly priced, because, people can go back to having alcohol with supper and actually get home and whatnot. And, you don't it would simplify a lot of tasks in life,
Yeah. And then that car goes to pick someone else up and you've just been sick in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, there's some things. I mean, I remember when I think it was Nissan brought out some show car, and the fabric in the seats and in the doors and stuff in the ceiling was meant to absorb nasty smells and take them away. Well, who the fuck would buy that used? Seriously. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get myself $12,000 of somebody else's fucking bodily sweat. It's never going to happen, right?
Yeah. God knows what's going to happen in those cars. This is why people liked their own car, because
it's right.
Ugh.
Like some people like to
get
be
off public transport. Ugh.
Yeah. But the problem is especially in North America, like over in Europe, you've got some places in Denmark and whatnot, where they've adapted this way better. But we're not willing to do the work necessary to change our cities enough to get away from a life that's dependent on self-ownership of cars. It doesn't really suit the layout of our cities and towns, people in the suburbs and stuff and whatnot. And there's a couple of channels on YouTube that talk about this, and it's very well laid out. But
Adam something.
I can't remember offhand, but one guy has this really great thing about stroads. They're not streets and they're not roads. They're in between, and they're those like bigger things, like 4 and 5 lanes apart, but they still get stopped all the time by stoplights and all this. And he shows how other countries in Europe and stuff have done a far better system with this stuff. And that's another thing you have to tackle in giving up regular ownership of vehicles. Is it's going to be disastrously inconvenient if you don't get it right. And I'm not sure inconvenience is something modern world can adapt to when we're used to communicating at 240 characters per tweet.
And a YouTube channel that discusses this, it's literally called Adam something. I wasn't adding to something because I didn't remember it. Guy's really good.
Okay, cool. I'll have to look because but yeah, there's a few things for sure. And I do agree overall, especially if if you just had like some generic, electric vehicle that's comfortably seated 6 and yada, yada, blah, blah. And you just get in it and go. And, within 2 minutes when you need one, they're pretty much there all the time and whatnot. I think a lot of people would take to that. I mean, look at these days. If you watch traveling YouTubers that go to conventions and stuff, they don't rent cars. They don't call a cab. They call an Uber and blah, blah. They don't do the old things. They've moved on, right?
Yeah, we're just talking about self-automated taxis. Johnny cabs.
Exactly, yeah. Get ready for a surprise.
Mind you, I would be a bit freaked out if I got into a back of a cab and there's this like fucking weird robot in the front of it trying to talk to me.
Especially if it really was Johnny Cab. I'd be like, what the fuck?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I know how this happens. I know how this works.
Know how it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Do you remember when they brought out Segways? And one of the
and proceeded to get them banned everywhere, even though it was a great idea. I don't get that either.
And the CEO of Segway wound up driving off a cliff.
Well, the thing was, the Segway was like we came out and we go, oh, that's amazing. It's like your own kind of like witch's broomstick sort of thing, but with wheels. But one of their claims is they will build cities around this.
Yeah,
it's like what we're gonna tear down New York and rebuild it.
Yeah. Okay, everybody in New York. Okay, yeah, we got this plot of land. It's a little swampy now, but just give us a bit of time and get that Segway ready. I mean, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, amazingly, the bicycle didn't seem to rebuild cities, but okay, whatever, whatever, mate.
And I mean, half of North America was designed on cars that had like not even that big a back seat, and yet they were like 24 feet long. So the 60s and the 50s after the war and stuff, we designed things based on the fact that everybody would own their own transportation. Mom and dad had their own cars and the whole bit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing coming out of the war is, cars were basically pushed to people as you had your own independent freedom, because even back then in Britain, we had a pretty darn good transportation system, public transportation, which got decimated shortly after the introduction of the automobile, and they fucking took it all away. Now they haven't put it back, but now they want us to get rid of the cars and use the public transport that is non-existent. So it's like, well, yeah, you're taking the freedom away and then not giving an alternative. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I remember when London started bringing in the bendy buses instead of using the double deckers. And I was like, but London's an old city. That's not going to work. Like and everybody bitched about it. Like everybody on television and everything. It was funny as hell, but man, we got some stupid people making decisions sometimes. Let me do a shout out here. Ozzy T gifted out 5 Shills memberships, Shills Master memberships. And they went to Sue Rutten, Miriam Ward, Connie, Emma Pema, and Vance Wiesner. So welcome to the family, everybody. And once again, Ozzy T, thank you very much. Big thank you. Big thanks.
You finished? You finished?
Yeah, I am. Go ahead.
No, talking about your bendy buses and the London buses. Now, what you will notice in all the gift shops in London, all the American tourists, they go in and buy, little model soldiers, bears dressed as soldiers and all this kind of stuff. But they buy London taxis, police boxes, and double-decker buses. They don't go in there to buy, can we have a bendy bus, please? No, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll never, and whenever they want to show it's London in a Hollywood movie, they always show a taxi, they always show a copper, and they always show a double-decker bus.
Yeah, I was just going to say, at that point, you might as well get some used Volkswagen Beetles and replace the cabs, man, and just go full Mexico. Why not,
Yeah.
But, crazy.
Horses poop.
Yeah.
No, we don't sell horses poop in the gift shops. No.
Oh, I saw a thing recently about the early adoption of cars in like North America and whatnot. And they were talking about how awful it was during the horse only days, because just imagine all those horses and how much shit they left on the streets of like New York every day. It
piles and piles and miles.
It must have reeked. Like, it must have been the worst.
Well, if these people get their way, all these politicians all want to take our cars and our freedom away, we might go and be back to horses and carts. So you never know.
Yeah, but you know what? If we're going to pick an animal as transportation, we should consider how big and nasty its shit is, because, maybe like donkeys is better, and, they still pull carts and stuff, right? Maybe they just don't shit as nasty. I don't know.
Can you chain up 100 chihuahuas to a stagecoach?
Oh, no, you would put them in little wheels and then have them turn one big wheel. Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see that. Get working on that design right now.
Yeah.
Or what about a horde of hamsters inside a ball pulling a cart?
No, you just burn them in a furnace and use a sort of steam engine.
Okay, so if you want to get to work on time, we need hamster farms. I mean,
well, they breed fast, so maybe you could just have like a box where they're all popping out, grow to mature age, and goes straight into the furnace for the boiler.
Ugly German Truce had made a comment there about the stink, I think, but is that so different than Grandma and Grandpa Hal? I mean, they bathed once a month and all 19 children had to use the same tub of hot water for it. That's probably not wrong. And at that point, when one nostril smells yourself and one nostril smells the horse, I guess life just wasn't exactly pleasant when it came to the olfactory,
Well, just take the city of Paris, right? I had a friend who went there, and he said that it smelled like a sewer all day long because people would eat different things. So the stench of the sang never stayed the same.
Nasty. But yeah, and like Henry Ford, who was a strange guy but did some cool shit, said, the farm tractor and like the Model T, kind of freed up the horse to be more enjoyed as an animal and not so much as just a thing of work, which is pretty cool when you think about it, right?
When you say enjoyed,
I don't mean like that.
We're not Chechen warlords here, so.
I still have that thing where I don't hear my own gag, so I'm just not going to bother right now because it's kind of pissing me off. I don't understand it. My system just goes, nope, fuck you.
Oh, it's all right. If you can't hear him, we won't laugh. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, guess I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Decent guess.
Yeah. Okay, I need to refill my glass, so give me 1 second here. I wonder if we shouldn't go on to see, movies is a touchy one because do you talk about old ones that are safe and there's no spoilers, or do you go on and talk about something new and just fuck it up for somebody?
Well, there aren't any new ones. Don't worry about it.
The Flash.
Oh,
Yeah, it was actually good to watch too. But give me 1 second here because I'm just all pasty. Big joints do that. Hold on.
Pasty.
Doing research for some of the videos I got in the queue, I've been going through a lot of the old National Archive films. Some of those are really. I wound up getting addicted to Private Snafu. It's basically they use a cartoon character to do exactly what soldiers shouldn't do, and they use humor to basically.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I know the one. There was a ton of them, but those soldiers, yeah. Someone said, ask about the Barbie movie.
Why?
Oh God, too much pink, too much pink, too
I
much
couldn't-
pink.
Apparently, this is a bit of a dividing one because a lot of people are loving it, and there's some real typical critical dissenters out there, but they're always like grumpy fucking gits anyway. They'll just dissent on everything. But apparently it's not bad, and it's actually directed by the same folks who.
I'm sorry, Dunk.
Brought you the Lego Movie, which
I'm
was
sorry.
genius.
Well,
I'm sorry, but hold on. There also are men out there that watch My Little Pony. This is just not telling me anything. It's not. No,
Well,
I'm not doing it.
oh,
Yeah, no.
But
They watched the original My Little Pony, and yes, they're just fucking weird. But no, the Barbie movie itself is potentially quite good. I don't know.
a lot
no.
of the retching about it is people trying to find controversy where none exists.
Yeah, that does annoy me when people do that. But yeah, I think a lot of people are turned off just literally because it's the Barbie movie. Who'd want to watch that?
Like I understand a movie like Toy Story because you get a bunch of
Mhm.
references and all kinds of stuff and whatnot, but this is just
This has
Barbie.
got a lot of references in too, and also
Still not watching it.
Oh no, I'm not asking you to watch it. For fuck's sake, I'm not forcing you to. Yeah, but what does it say? It's banned in China because of a map. Yeah, they show the South China Seas, and it's not the way the Chinese want it to be, so they banned it.
Oh my God.
Or at least waiting for it to be
that-
re-edited for them. But
There's a childish drawing of the world, and they're upset with a random line.
yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Seriously,
Yeah, let's bomb them.
Bomb
Bomb the Chinese now. All of them.
Yeah.
Except ones who are involved in restaurants. They're all right. Or cleaning. They're fine too. All railways. Yeah. You can bomb all Chinese who are not connected with cleaning, railways, or restaurants. or whispers.
Yeah. Or the quality side of electronics. There are some there.
Or those little Chinese puzzles, where you stick your fingers in and you can't pull them apart. No,
no,
they
fuck
should be
those
bombed
guys.
first.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck them the worst. Bastards, Yeah. And I want to see a real dragon. What the hell?
Oh yeah, those stupid dragons. Yeah, we do realize they're just people underneath. We can tell.
Yeah.
We can tell by the leg. It's not a fucking centipede. We can
You're not
tell.
fooling anybody. At least in Mexico, they're honest. They let you see they're holding shit up, right? Don't try to hide.
Right, that's China gone. Right, next.
Okay, yeah.
North Korea. Get rid of them too while we're at it. Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah, but North Korea, I mean, at nighttime, you can barely even see that it's there. Have you ever seen nighttime shots of North Korea? It's like, there's where the leaders are. Oh, look, there's lights and stuff. And then the rest of the country's just dark.
That's because they're burning hamsters in a big fire pit.
Is that where that idea comes from, Northern Korea?
Yeah.
Maybe.
They have no respect for hamster life. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, put them in a wheel and let them run. You don't just have to burn them. I think that more energy could be extracted if you did it properly. You know, think about hamster diet and how long they could really run at one go.
And they only have one pizza restaurant in the entire country.
Wow.
That sounds like hell.
Wow. So, like, North Americans just starve when they go there, do they? I mean, like,
when you say pizza, you mean it's a slice of bread that's been flattened with tomato ketchup on it and some cheese.
Oh,
used as toilet paper.
No, they bring the tourists there, and little Kimmy has it shut down for him when he wants to go there. But there's literally only one, and yeah, it actually is real pizza.
I've seen pictures of Kimmy. I think he goes there a lot.
Oh yeah.
I say too that what we do is like Slick 666 in the chat there says, well, what are we bombing them with? Well, I think we should use magic mushrooms because they really need to chill out and relax. You know, they need to have a good time.
Wait, hang on. Why isn't Slicks in the fucking? Why isn't he here?
Oh.
Come on, Slicks, get yourself together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess. We never really said that, but it is pub chat. Does anybody want to?
Yeah. PJ, you want to come in for a little giggle?
Yeah. Oh shit, I was about to say something and I just totally forgot because I thought it was something
really
else. Yeah. And it was
squirrel.
Yeah. Exactly, you know?
Yeah. No, I got the feeling from you, you know, through the ether. It was a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Yeah. It had nothing to do with bathrooms either. Great strange. So yeah, I got the moral of this story is don't watch the Barbie movie.
No, that's not the
it
moral.
is. That's exactly what came out of this. It is.
No, Dick Dawson doesn't want to watch the Barbie movie, but you know,
nobody should. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor.
That's not nice. That's not.
Nobody
nice.
wants to watch a 2-hour Aqua video. Come on, nobody wants that. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be.
I think you will find that the numbers say otherwise.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I just can't. That's all I can see when I think of this. I don't think I could play.
I wonder if that song's in the film. It might actually be. You never know.
Oh man, that makes it even worse.
But don't write it off. That's all I'm saying.
I already have. I'm done.
I'm not talking to you, you numpty. Anyway, you've got some membership gifts to shout out.
Okay, so NANA came in with 5 shill memberships gifted out in master form, no less, to Mandelbrot Set, Drew Zoo, Charles Blaze, Zena Clark, and Jilk. So welcome to the family, everybody, and a big shout there, NANA. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nah.
Na 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 na. What was that? Didn't that guy go down for like really bad charges? Yeah, don't sing Gary Glitter. That's right. Yeah, no, he's bad. Yeah, don't do that. Oh no, his song was "Hey." Oh, okay, yeah. It's just all like, you know, so yeah, they blend into each other.
Is do you wanna be in my gang? My gang.
Oh no, okay, yeah, no, your
my
turn
gang
is over.
Bang.
No, your turn is done. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a big hit.
Not over here, it wasn't.
Yeah, what a twat.
We were way too busy trying to ignore George Michael for that to be a thing.
He was well before George Michael.
I know, I'm just kidding.
He warmed up the toilet seats for George Michael. What are you talking about?
You know, of that I am sure.
That was a cottaging joke for anyone who didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zoet. Again, that Aqua song, it's an earworm, isn't it? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it.
Hey, you know one of the interesting things that's come out. You know the Oppenheimer movie has come out as well. What they've been doing is in some cinemas, they've been actually running a double bill. of the Barbie movie and Oppenheimer, and
what?
yes, and it's called they're calling it Barbieheimer.
Yeah, that's what Ugly German Truce was talking about in the chat. Just leave the Barbenheimer alone and shut up about it or something. And you know what? I agree with him now because that makes no sense to anyone. You know,
I know it makes no sense, but it's almost like genius. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Slick's got a good one. Speaking of Gary Glitter and things like him, Ralph Harris is dead, and somewhere we can't piss on his grave. Slam. Oh, wow.
Hey, Stephen Walsh is in the chat. What are you doing here?
Hey, Steve. Good super chat here. Let me get that read out. Stephen Walsh for $10. Whatever happened to doing a movie Shills night? Maybe we just have to watch Barbie all together. No, but
coming up on the Shills, Barbie.
Yeah, no, we have that figured out now because there's a service we're using part of it right now for our video conference in the background.
It's called Dickflix.
Yeah, exactly. Subscription service as well coming up. But we have a thing that you can use. So anybody who wants to watch the movie can watch the movie by clicking a special link that we'll put in the Discord server or whatever. And then we'll have like certain people. We can't have too many, but we'll have a bunch of people on, and we'll just kind of all watch the movie and laugh along and giggle and pause and chat about it and whatever and blah blah, and just have a great hangout. I think it'll be a blast.
Yeah, that'll become the Shills you soon.
Yeah.
Science Fiction Theater 3000 only with beer.
Yeah. Shills. Okay. Yeah. We'll work on it. We'll get it. But yeah. It'll be along that. Yeah.
So far, it's untitled.
Probably for the best, too. You know. Yeah. But yeah.
Untitled movie night, grab the beer.
Exactly. And because it's all shared in a private way, we don't have to worry about people getting in trouble watching, matey movies and whatnot. So it's fine. It'll be no problem at all. We got a cool super chat in here from that guy. $5 into the pile there. Thank you, that guy. What the hell do plastic blondes and nuclear physics have to do with each other? Schultz, man. I agree. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. You know, I would understand if it was more like the oil industry in Barbie, because Barbie needs the oil industry to exist and propagate, right? You know.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hey, you haven't seen the musical numbers in Oppenheimer yet, so shut up.
I think they should make insertable head Barbie with her ears smoothed nicely so it doesn't hurt. Be popular in jail. Okay, here I got to get caught up again. Something happened. Oh, okay. Oh, it's NA&A. Dunk, you should read this one with all the effects on.
Okay, hold on a sec. I've got to scroll back. NA for $6.66. All the sixes. This one is for you, Dick. I'm never gonna dance against guilty feet. I've got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Yeah.
That was awesome.
George Michael coming at you in some public park in London.
Yeah. Probably with his pants down, but that's another story.
You may have noticed it took me a while before reading that out that I realized that it was a song.
That's why I read ahead and I thought, okay, yeah, you got to do it because you got the the thingy, right?
I didn't bother reading ahead. I should have done.
But I do like the idea of, for the movie night, watching older movies, things that people have already seen and everything, because then we don't have to worry about like, oh, I missed that bit of dialogue. You've heard it 100 times, and it can be more, as much about the hangout and everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you certainly don't want it to be a good movie where everyone just like sits and watches and doesn't say anything.
There are movies that are so shitty they are good in an ironic way.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And if you don't mind cleaning up your own mess, we could do the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but it's up to you if you're going to throw toast and rice around your living room. If you haven't seen it live, you won't know what I'm talking about. But back in the late 70s and in the 80s, Rocky Horror Picture Show in my town was played every Halloween at midnight. And when the guy stands up and says, "I propose a toast," everybody throws toast at the screen, and you throw rice at the wedding, and you got to call somebody a bitch, an asshole. It was really fun. I was always so hammered I can barely remember, but it was really good.
See, personally, I think that's a stupid movie. I hate it.
I don't actually remember it because I've only seen it during those broadcasts, and I would just be wasted, man. I couldn't even tell you the movie, to be honest. I have no idea.
Some of those old 50s science fiction movies are such shit you can laugh at them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Karen L, member message there, member for 2 months. Shill master as well. Dunk sings better than me. The Shills with a big lovely red heart.
Lots of reverb.
Yeah. Isn't Hairspray like a musical?
Yeah.
Didn't it have that chick that went on to do like a talk show that nobody watched and it got taken off the air? What was that chick's name?
I don't know because I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Well, nobody did.
That doesn't fucking help, does it?
Yeah.
You're a minefield of information.
Ricky Lake. Am I right, Tony? Was she in Hairspray? Yeah.
Don't know.
Hey, thanks, Guy. Thank you very much. Fuck, I think it was Ricky Lake. How the fuck do I know that? That's another thing I want to know. How do I know that?
Maybe you were drunk when you learned it and you just remembered it now?
I can't remember.
Do you know the kind of film someone who knows that information watches? The Barbie movie.
Oh, no. See,
you're turning. You're turning.
You're just taking it back now on purpose. You're doing that roundabout joke, right? This is like the awards when it was, what's his name there? David Letterman, and he kept doing Uma, Oprah. Every time he didn't get a laugh, he'd throw that in to make it worse. It was really funny, actually.
I do know a little bit of something general about the Barbie movie. Is that Ken and Barbie, there's a development arc to them as they enter the real world, and I think that's what people watch it for. They go from a fantasy world to the real world, and they grow.
Yeah, I get the feeling that it's Ken's story as people enjoy the most because it's funniest.
Yeah, the funniest part of the movie is when Ken changes his pants. Holy fuck! I got no dick. I think they had to edit it out though, or at least slim it down. I'm not sure.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, 1 second here. 1 second. I got to mute. My son's trying to ask me something. Hold on.
Oh. Dad, can we go and see the Barbie movie? That's what he's asking.
And Dick is like, fuck no, DK. Stop trying.
Close. It was a pizza request. So that.
It
could be. Yeah, it could be up
straight from North Korea.
Yeah, we had a direct donation in through Streamlabs from Little Dickens for $6.62. That's got to be a translation of like American $5 or something. Actually, that's not. It would be worse than that. It's right now we're getting hosed in Canada on money exchange. That's it. I know the word. I can say it.
You're getting hosed by NANA in the chat.
Oh, okay. Dunk, you do it.
NANA for $6.66. Welcome to the Shills karaoke night. It's I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic is fantastic. You can brush my hair and dress me anywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Woo.
Okay, now we kindly ask you all to calm your erections. Just calm them down.
Take the mark of the beast and go see the Barbie movie.
Yeah. Now you do realize what's going to happen in the chat now.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's just gonna be request. That's it. You might as well leave now.
Yeah,
Dick. It's just gonna be a request for me to sing now.
Make him sing Cyndi Lauper. Oh yeah, girls just want to have fun. That'd be hilarious. Oh, okay. Liam Wakefield for a couple of pounds there with a cool super chat. Play it at line dancing night. It's a barbecue. Oh, you know what? We should turn the Aqua Barbie Girl song into a country western song. Do a remake.
It wouldn't be surprised if it had already been done. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Tony Regime's right. She-Bop would be a better Cyndi Lauper song, especially for you to sing, Dunk, because it's about masturbation.
Ah.
Yeah.
But female masturbation.
Well, it depends on the singer, but yeah, originally. Yeah. You know.
Because I wouldn't know much about that. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I remember when somebody told me that and I went back and listened to the song, I was like, yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, it's like everyone was going on, after Stranger Things, and they're going on about the Kate Bush song, and running up that road and running up the hill. They go, it's a great song. You do realize it's about a fucking woman having an orgasm, don't you?
Yeah,
And no one realized. No one realized. It's so funny. They just took it literally.
Yeah. But it's funny, like myself being a musician, guitar player and everything, a lot of times when I was like a teenager, the lyrics of the song would just go right one ear and out the other. I knew them, but I never really thought about them in any way because I was too busy learning how to play the damn song or whatever. And it was funny, as I got to be like 19, 20, I'd be listening to a song and I'd be like, fuck, I never noticed that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you learn a lot of songs and you just do not know the lyrics because you don't know what the fuck they're singing. You can't, you don't know the words until they actually start printing them out and you can actually read them. You go, is that what it was about? Oh, okay.
And then that guy for $2 super chat, I think he was going a bit Madonna here with I'm a plastic material girl. I am a material girl. Like, isn't that
ding,
what
ding.
that one? Yeah. Yeah. I think so. But yeah, thank you, that guy. Thank you very much there. Am I caught up? Okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, all good. Let's get away from bubblegum pop. And there, that guy, the professor of rock. I think we talked about him once before there, Dunk.
I think we talked to him about him off air.
Yeah. So he did a video recently, and it was looking back at the Billboard Top 40 of this week in 1986. And then he proceeded to read off 10 songs that have nothing to do with rock and roll at all. Only one did. And he's the professor of rock. I think he should have maybe picked the top 40 rock and roll charts or something. Just, like, it's weird to see the professor of rock talk about
pop music.
Yeah, what's his name that sang All Night Long and whatnot. It's not rock and roll, man. It's just not.
All night long.
Yeah, the guy from the Commodores, right? What's his name?
God, Billy Ocean.
No,
the other one
kind of looks like him.
racist.
Well, no, but they did the mustache thing and whatnot. Like they had that thing going on, right?
Come on, so it's Lionel Richie.
That's it.
Yeah.
Say you, say me. I know his tunes, but they're not rock and roll.
Say it together.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, couple of super chats here. NA for $6.66 says, I would pay to hear Dick sing Juice Newton, Angel of the Morning. Are you fucking kidding me? How does that one go? Just call me Angel of the Morning, baby. Isn't that I think my mother likes that song. You're fucking evil, man. Let's NA is just pushing buttons here.
That would be 101.9 in Broward County, Florida. That was my mom's favorite station.
I think that song actually plays in your average Florida condo when somebody buzzes your door. Yeah.
I think Dick, you should record an album for everybody's mothers.
I could
He
make
does
some
some
funny.
great parodies, though.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. No, we want a proper album.
Yeah.
And it would be, and we just literally call it For All You Mothers Out There.
Oh, I thought we'd get raunchier with it. Okay, yeah, I'll stop then.
That'll be on the B side.
Yeah, wet spot for mom.
Yeah, you could start doing your Barry White stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's another super chat here from that guy for $5. These are some songs that are so horrible we hate them for life, and disco still sucks. It does indeed.
Disco's brilliant. Bring it back.
Yeah,
bring it back.
No, as soon as the Disco Duck song was released, you knew that it was over.
I don't know the Disco Duck song, and I'm glad.
Yeah, Liam Wakefield in the chat, Professor of Rock, takes 25 minutes to give 2 minutes worth of content. Oh, were you not wrong? And right now I'm doing that annoying finger thing right in mock. Yeah. And then the CF Beauty and the Shills account. Ooh, the women are swooning now. Okay. Oh, we have another shout out, but it hasn't populated all the names over on my side, so I'll just wait a second because that makes it all fucky and whatnot. Loves Disco House. Well, that's different because it's modernized up. But go back and listen to the top 40 disco tracks in 1978 and tell me you can listen to all 40 in a row. Just
I believe my mom said that disco died a well-deserved death and it never should come back.
Yeah.
Well, she's wrong.
Had I been born 5 years earlier, I would have been at the party burning records. Absolutely.
You gotta love the disco Star Wars and the disco version of Jaws.
No,
disco
God.
version of Close Encounters, disco version of Star Trek, the motion picture.
No, you almost said it, but my father, in trying to buy me the soundtrack to Star Wars, bought me some disco orchestra version of the soundtrack to Star Wars, and we both sat there and laughed, and he threw it in the garbage and went and got me the real one like a week later.
well, that's the funny thing is I bought the soundtrack to Star Wars because all I'd heard was the disco track. And when all this classical music shit came on, I go, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
Oh, I love Star Wars music.
That's like going to buy an Iron Maiden album and coming home with a Kiss record.
Hey, Stephen Walsh is messaging you in the chat.
Oh, okay. I got to scroll. Okay, yeah, well, I got a couple to catch up on here, so hold on a minute. So, Sketch Crasher had given out 5 Shills memberships, and they're Shills Master memberships, but Streamlabs has shit the bed, and all I see is one of them went to T. Gus. I don't have the other 4 names because it just shit the bed, but if I go over here, oh, look, they were found. CF Beauty saved the day. One was Connie. Oh no, those are the ones I wrote out last time. Or okay, yeah, I just have to scroll more because I'm an idiot. It was Thorn, Malua Now, Joker J, Allison Merlot, and T Guess. Those are the 5 people that got Shills Master memberships from none other than Skits Crasher. Thank you very much, Skits. Awesome. And then we had a Stephen Walsh donated $5 through the super chat. I think a song named Tenafly Viper would be on the set list. What movie is that from? It sounds familiar, but and I want to try to remember before I Google, so I'm not going to cheat because that ruins it, you know.
I have no idea. Is he testing us? Is this
It's a test for me. Yeah, I think I'm failing right now too. You know, can I still have my allowance?
Yeah. Do you get
A lot of this stuff.
Steve, could you do a minus $5 super chat and give us the answer?
The disco version of the Sex Pistols in the Great Rock and Roll Swindle. Oh, that's right. That's an abomination. Somebody's telling me to look in Discord. Yeah, but there's 1,000 rooms. Which one am I supposed to look in? If you're gonna countrify a song, you have to do it better than this. Vank Valen, You're Jumping Heart. Oh my God, I don't know that I even have it in me to open that up. Tony, you're insane. Come on. Oh man, that looks rough. I don't know if I can do that. You know what? What we'll do is as soon as we get like the pub chat music night and everything rocking on Shills U this week coming, we'll do that song and we'll get audience reaction. Vote yes or no. Why not? Throw caution to the wind with something that sounds like it could be either truly awful, truly hilarious, or maybe actually interesting. Who knows? It'll be cool though.
We'll be throwing your caution and your knickers to the wind.
Oh yeah. Always throw your knickers to the wind. Right?
Just make sure you're not downwind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. You know. Yeah. You know. Even if they're clean, come on. That's just
It's got chocolate spread.
Okay, Tony says, yes, I'm insane, and it is awful and awesome at the same time. Had a feeling. Oh, Wayne the Scene there. ELO. Yeah, they had some good stuff. Even at the end with like Don't Bring Me Down, you know, they were cool.
Yeah. Did the soundtrack to Xanadu, one of the greatest and the worstest disco era movies ever made.
It's awful, but it's watchable somehow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Gene Kelly on roller skates. Fantastic. How can you go wrong?
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God. Okay, if we're gonna do like music and musicians and movies, it's hard to get worse than Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Tried Kiss and Scooby-Doo. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But when they're actually like trying to act in person and not just talking to a mic to do lines like with animation, it's so bad. Liam, yeah. The Scorpions did a song about wind changing, but the name escapes me right now. That's a song that should be rewritten. You know, follow the whatever down to Gorky Park, throwing grenades at the political buildings. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure we could figure it out. Let's see. Oh, Mariah Carey and Glitter. Are you going for like that Christmas song that they play every year from her? What is her Christmas song anyway? Wasn't it Whitney Houston that did "All I Want for Christmas Is You"? That was pretty popular.
No, that was Mariah Carey, wasn't it?
Was it?
Or was it Boncy?
Yeah, Boncy's mate.
I can't remember.
Moskva. Yeah, swallow the Moskva. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Ugly German Truce. I wasn't sure. For some reason, the line was gone. I mean, he's really hard to sing. So you don't hear a lot of cover bands play the Scorpions because nobody can do Klaus's screamy thing. You know? Oh, Who Dat Dragon says the Scorpions themselves have already remade that tune. I did not know that. I'll have to look it up because that's cool. You know what I thought wasn't cool? When Elton John redid his song for Marilyn Monroe for Lady Diana. Like, why don't you just write a new song, dude? Why? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, what a cash grab.
Oh
Sorry.
my God, it was so bad. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was really, really tasteless. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the fucking hell, he can write a song before he's had his breakfast. You know,
No shit. You know what I mean?
It's no effort whatsoever.
Yeah, take
I
those
mean,
fucking sunglasses off and find a piano. You must have one.
The thing is, his songwriting became so generic. I think the only reason why he went back to that one was because it was a good song.
Yeah, and yeah,
you know,
like
when
Wayne,
he was good.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like Wayne said in the chat, he's had some great stuff, indeed. But that was just a, you know, please buy my record right away move. You know, come on.
Yeah, you only hear the good stuff. he's written shitloads of stuff and albums that are just like no one's going to care about.
That's true. That's true, because he's had a long history, and I'd struggle to put together a greatest hits album from memory.
It's like I came across like a Barry Manilow, it's like a bibliography of all his music.
Wow.
And it was like, I don't listen to it. And go, I think there was a couple. We go, yeah, I know that one. I know that one. The rest is don't know it. Never heard it. Never heard of it. Never heard it.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're just they just merge into like just the same generic sound.
Yeah, it's like one long therapy session for people who don't sleep well. Just you know.
I never thought of that. Yeah, never thought of that.
I actually think he'll go down in history as the father of sleep apnea therapy. You know. Yeah, ugly German truths. You're probably right. I think it's because of the line about England. Yeah, you know, but still, you know, come on. You know, like if somebody else famous will die in another 10 years and he'll roll that song out again.
Oh, he's retired now, thank God.
Oh. Yeah. David N in the chat says, why do Brits always play Sweet Caroline's song in sport events? Good question.
I have no idea. Do they?
I think so. I've
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. No idea. No idea whatsoever. It just seems to have become one of those it's almost like a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, as such, you know, just one of those. It's the one song all those idiots know.
Yeah. It makes you get up and grab another pint. You know.
Neil Diamond.
They're coming to America.
Oh,
yes.
God, I have to finish that video.
Wait,
I put it off.
I'd love to get somebody like Neil Diamond to get up and sing that song at the Republican convention, that next one or whatever. They would just be horrified. And yet back then, that song was just, you know, yeah, America, you know, and now a whole bunch of people would hate the sentiment itself.
Yeah, they put a wall up.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite songs. It reminds me of, you know, family coming to America to wind up not dying. You know, it was a cool thing back then.
Yeah, America doesn't seem to be the place to go to not die.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of changed since the family came.
Yeah. We want to move back to Nazi Europe, please. It was so much safer.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Don't think I haven't thought of moving to Europe.
At least the Nazis in Europe were less right wingy than the ones in America.
Yeah. I thought about moving to Monaco, but what I pay in rent a year here wouldn't get me a month.
Yeah.
2-bedroom apartment, sir. That'll be $7.3 million. I'm sorry. What?
Wow.
Yeah. Ugly German Truth.
You could become basically like maybe you could just like change it a lot career, and maybe you could be like a wheel nut on a Formula One racing car, and you could just grit it with your fingers and teeth, and be able to live in Monaco. There you go. There's the answer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You got some stuff.
Yeah, but no, the funny thing is the drivers live there, but the cars don't go there, so it wouldn't work that way. Yeah. That guy threw in a super chat for $2. The age of Aquarius got old fast. Yeah, I'll agree there, man. Very much for sure. And thanks for the super chat. But yeah, definitely. And then there was a comment here from Ugly German Truth. Hey, Dawson, you remember the movie where Michael Jackson was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz? I think it was even called Wizard. This is a creepy thought. Oh my God. I never even knew this.
Yeah, that was a bad movie.
Oh my Lord. Oh wow!
In fact, it was one of because he was one of those kind of people he was like the first to spend like $1 million to make a music video.
Oh, I thought you were going to say remake his face, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, that too. That was 2 or 3 million. But yeah, no, I think it's just basically a spin off of that. He started making these like really elaborate music videos that would go on like 5 times longer than the bloody song, like 25 minutes. Yeah. And he made Moonwalker, which is basically like a massive long music video. And I think he just basically got into the idea that I can just make movies now. And
God,
made this god awful movie, remake of the Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
There's an arcade at the mall, and there's a Moonwalker arcade machine there.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I remember the game for Sega Genesis, too. Ugly German True says, oh, sorry, I think I misspoke. He wasn't Dorothy, but the Tin Man. It seems more appropriate, but,
Yeah.
But still, I can't remember this. I'll have to look it up after. I don't like to get all googly during a show because then I just zone right out. And before you know it, I'll be like, that was funny. Oh, yeah, shit. What am I doing?
Yeah, the Wiz. Yeah, it was called the Wiz or something. Yeah, weird.
Wow.
Because it looked like piss, it smelled like piss, and probably tasted like piss, so you didn't even want to watch it.
There's a very funny angry video game nerd episode about the Michael Jackson video game as well, Moonwalker or whatever. Fuck, it's funny. What's he doing to these kids? It's really funny.
Well, we know what he's doing to the kids.
Yeah. I mean, who names a child Blanket? The fuck? Then again, you got Zappa with Moon Unit. I mean, people are weird, man. You got to think of the kid. They got to grow up. Hi, what's your name? Blanket. So you got hippies for parents too, do you? Yeah. Michael Jackson. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to name your kid? Insert here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Catholic. Yeah.
USB Type C.
It's gonna get to the point where the traditional names are going to be so uncommon.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Parents these days seem to be in some kind of weird battle or race to one-up each other and invent the coolest new name. And we've got all these kids, like even in my neighborhood, and I can barely even remember or pronounce their names. And yet they're just like, they're somebody who would have been Steven like 10 years ago. And now it's like J. Efferon the Great associated with something or other. Aha. Like it's just it's intense,
We're gonna be doing a show one day, and there'll be someone in the chat, and they'll do a super chat, and it'll be thanks Japs Flaps 28966, great YouTube handle, and they go no
that's my name.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Well, take my last name and my first name together. In the 2010 census, there was you didn't need both hands to count the number of people who had my first and last name in the state of Virginia.
Wow.
But it's my last name that made it rare, but the first name, it's traditional.
Well,
Yeah.
Hitler is a very, very strange first name.
No, it isn't. But my mom did have a student in the 1970s whose name was Adolf, and he was a very troubled kid. And who would name a kid Adolf after World War II?
Yeah, that's like naming your child Jesus. Like expectation much? Come on, you know?
Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, but that's not Jesus. That's Jesus. Come on,
Jesus.
you know?
Yeah. Well, that's how they pronounce it in Nazareth. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Jesus el Savior Christ.
What is it? What is he? NBA fighter or something?
Yeah, that's from South Park when he took on the
Oh.
devil. Yeah,
Oh,
and only the devil bet on himself, and the devil glass jawed himself on Jesus's first punch and went down and took everybody's money and fucked off.
Hey,
No,
talk.
my first name is biblical.
Ah,
I'm just gonna
okay.
say
That's a
that.
very silly name. Now,
Yeah. Everyone
Talking-
got what I meant.
talking of South Park, have you heard about the AI South Park thing?
What?
That apparently, okay. Here's the story. All right, bear with me. Now, a company have brought out a couple of episodes, or short episodes, you would say, of South Park that were apparently AI generated,
Wow.
and they're not brilliant, but it's kind of impressive. You're looking at it now. I watched a video of this guy. He was looking deep into it, and the company behind it. There just seems to be some gaps in the story. Now you might come across this AI thing, the whole story about this AI thing about South Park, but there seems to be some, like I say, there's some gaps in the story.
Right.
And looking at it, I'm wondering if Trey Parker has just basically done this as a gag.
Right.
It's not AI generated. They just did it. They made a little bit shit to make it look like it's AI.
Yeah.
And so just to wind up the industry, especially at this moment in time when everyone's talking about AI taking everything over.
They showed up to the awards on LSD and dresses. So yes, they would do this, right? Come on. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, people are having an absolute fit over it. You know, it's oh, look at this, it's AI generated, and they show this little thing where they have like the characters from South Park, like what do you call them, NPCs in a computer game, just these icons of them moving around the town, and then they'll just like come in and interact with other characters, and it's so bizarre. There's like a lot of work's gone into making it look like it's AI.
Yeah.
But I've got some very, very, very strange thoughts about this. I don't think it's AI at all. So keep a lookout for it, everybody. And we'll bring it up next time.
Yeah, I can't wait to check this out a bit more.
I sent you a link, but obviously you never follow those, Lou. Yeah.
Oh, I probably did forget. I've just had that thing where PayPal shit the bed, and now it's sending me emails. So I got a couple of shout outs to do here.
Hooray!
Yeah, $10 was sent in from. Well, let me make sure if there's a message or not, because sometimes you're doxing people by accident. We'll just say George. George threw $10 into the hat. There doesn't seem to be a message, and I'm just going to assume that it's from the hashtag Boom Boom link and throw it in there. And then there's another one here. And
the message is, I'm behind you.
And then there's another one here, and it's a donation in. I think this ties in with Little Dickens's other one. This is a $5 US donation, which is probably just telling me this what Streamlabs already told. I think they're duplicating on me. So because I think that is, unless Little Dickens did it twice. Let me know, Little Dickens.
Well, it'd be nice if PayPal was duplicating the amount going in. Oops.
Yeah. Well, what's happening is the email that's late but are finally coming through is telling me the donation was US dollars $5, but Streamlabs told me Little Dickens threw in $6 or something. So with the exchange rate, I bet they are the same one. But you get a double shout out anyway. Who gives a shit? Yeah. You know
Hey,
what? I wonder how long that's been happening. I wonder how many times people have gotten a double shout out because I got an email and an alert at the same time, or I delayed. Yeah. Oh well, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody who got a double shout out. We take them back.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Or pay
well,
up.
50%.
Yeah.
No. No, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, what time do we got? 5:38 my way. So yeah, we got about 10-15 minutes here, and then I gotta start looking at little man's supper and whatnot. Little man, I gotta stop calling them that. He stands 6'1".
Yeah, he's taller than you.
Yeah,
fucker.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We're bored everyone in the chat. Hey, chat, are we bored you? Bored you yet? You want more?
Yeah.
You want another 10 minutes?
Yeah. Anybody got snore on?
Do you want us to ASMR you to sleep now?
If you're rubbing yourself, then don't tell us. But if you're snoring, you can tell us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, if you're rubbing yourself, we want pictures. And that's
No, we don't.
That's DM Dick Dawson on the Discord server.
Rub a dub
No, we
dub
don't.
dunk was in a tub and now he needs a fucking shower.
A shower? What's one of them?
Yeah. It's after the rub.
It's what happens
I've
when
heard
you
of
fall
those.
in the swamp there.
Yeah. Okay.
Swamp. You haven't been to the UK, have you?
Yeah. There's some lovely
Oh,
filth over here.
That's not Dagobah. That's the UK.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
just down the road from Clarkson and the Cotswolds. Yeah, Shrek is there too. He doesn't come out for the show. You know. Well, yeah, I got to be active now. That sucks. I got to do things because honestly, at this point, I'm ready to just call an after show and get drunk, but I can't do that because I have to parent for a bit. You know.
Yeah. You have to be responsible.
Yeah.
Responsibility sucks.
What kind of a
Sometimes.
YouTuber are you?
Yeah.
Honest to God, you know.
Yeah.
Well, after this, you know, if you go to the other, you'll have to post a link to your other YouTube account where you know Dick Dawson does housework, and we have a camera set up in every room, and you can watch Dick Dawson move around as he washes dishes, folds, does the ironing,
DK,
folds
you're
clothes.
telling him about it. What are you doing?
Fishnets and an apron too. So you know, it's you know, it's the real deal.
Yeah, we're not telling you where he wears the fishnets, but
On my trunk.
I said fishnets, not whale nets.
I want a peanut now. All right. Well, I think we had some fun tonight. And Stephen Walsh there, $5 super chat. What you gonna cook up? Well, my son had asked if we could have pizza night, but I was going to try to derail him and do like homemade burritos. And then we would watch a movie from his favorite Mexican actor, Eugenio Derbez. So I don't know how it's going to work, but maybe if we have pizza night instead, we'll watch like The Breakfast Club or one of those type movies. I'll, take him down Ferris Bueller's Day or something, I'm not sure. Not My Little Pony. Although, maybe it would taste good, but I'm not watching it.
Yeah, you could always download Barbie.
People eat ponies.
What?
Yes,
Ponies?
they do.
Yeah.
Only when people say, "Oh, I could eat a horse," well, that's when a pony's a starter.
You know how many bronies are crying in their little frilly outfits right now? Do they wear funny outfits, bronies? I picture them wearing like tutus and stuff. I've never met a brony. Thankfully.
I have the guy dressed normally at work, and I'm surprised he would even confess to being a brony.
Yeah. Well, I guess, as long as they look normal in public, we can't ask for any more. Okay, so I think the moral of today's story is watch out for the bronies. Is that what we concluded today? I should
Yeah,
do
but
this.
He was kind.
I should do this properly. Hold on. Well, I learned something today. And I learned that bronies are very creepy creatures that love to play with toys that they should not be playing with. Did that work?
Oh, we also learned by Toyota. Go and watch Barbieheimer.
No.
And
No, stay away from that Barbie movie. For the love of God.
Don't listen to Dick.
No,
Don't
go
listen to
buy
Dick. He
an
knows
Aqua
nothing.
CD if you have to. I'm sure you can find one at a thrift store in the bargain bin. No.
Dick knows nothing.
Everything.
Worst movie reviewer ever by reviewing a movie without watching it. Don't go watch it.
Oh, I have the two thumbs that go up or down. Come on.
You're going to be the kind of person that stands outside of a cinema, a movie theater with a big placard saying, "Oh, stop this! Down with this stuff."
Well, that's what we're doing tonight. Is we're protesting, not the Oppenheimer movie, but Barbie. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Barbie's great.
You want to know something funny about that brony? My supervisor was able to control him by threatening to put stuff in his permanent record, and he was like 28.
Wow. Yeah, that's what you want everybody to know. Through the years.
Is that put stuff in his permanent record? Is that a euphemism?
Yes,
for
yes,
something?
no.
Ding-dong!
It's like when teachers threaten to put something in your permanent record.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that he persuaded him to do something, by holding a carrot out or something. Or give him a sugar lump.
Yeah. One lump or two. I got a direct donation in here, and again, there's some kind of translation shit going. Wait a minute, let me see if it comes in over here or if it just goes to the other one. See, I have no idea. But it's a donation in from Wayne the Scene there in the chat. $31.56 Canadian. So I'm going to guess that was about, I don't know, £4 sterling. Maybe 5.
Yeah.
At this point. But yeah, thanks there, Wayne. That's really cool of you, man. Mighty, mighty cool. So yeah, don't watch the Barbie movie. And
bring back disco. That was the other thing we
and there was something about barbecues being good for you, I think. Yeah.
Barbecues are recommended by every doctor. Go have one right now.
Yeah, and a 6-pack of beer. And not that weak shit either. Light beer isn't beer. It's just a drink. Drink real booze. What's wrong with you? I think we're done. What do you say?
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I think we can, put a nail in the coffin on that one. And we'll see you all next time, I guess. Just remember, next time we're doing, pub chat, everybody in the chat, make sure you bring your issues into the chat so we can deal with them and sort them out. So you bring the shit, we'll sort it out.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us, everybody, for donating and super chatting and supporting the channel and everything. And remember, we don't supply the lube or the tissue, but we sure hope you had a good time.
Eat a cow.
Yeah, and remember, gardening is horrific for you and the environment. Save a carrot, have a steak.
Yummy.
Leave your vegetables in the ground. Leave them be. Let's get over it. There's always a chicken that can be killed somewhere. On that note, have a good night, everybody. We're out of here. Take it easy.
Hit the button.
Okay. Oh, I'll turn it down. Hold on.
It's over. Go home. Go.